Alright, hey everyone. So, I'm Kristen, and I am just going to be talking a lot about random realizations in life right now. Just because, this is also going to be a 2 or 3 part thing because I just finished a 30-minute video regarding exactly this, but I don't know if it'll upload, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to sit through a half-hour video. So I'll try and keep it short and sweet. A lot of realizations that I've come to in the past few years, life really, are a lot. When I was growing up, I never really had a stable, I always had a stable roof over my head, but emotionally or mentally stable environment growing up, I never really had that. And I also saw a lot of people's mistakes in life, whether it was, drug addictions, gambling addictions, drinking addictions, abusive relationships, so on and so forth. I grew up with a extremely, not that I don't love her, but extremely negative mother who is still negative, and is an extremely optimistic father who is extremely optimistic. And they both couldn't really work it out between themselves when I was, less than 1. So they eventually found other people, which is good. They both found people that they care about, and that also care about them. Tim is extremely good for my mother, and I'm amazed that he's putting up with half the shit he is. So Tim, please stay around, because we like you. And Valerie is awesome for my father. They're both extremely optimistic and extremely driven, and she's awesome. Both my step-parents are awesome. Not to say that previous relationships with previous eventual step-parents weren't, but anyway. I don't know, it depends on the person, really. Terry, you were awesome. I miss you. Carolyn, I miss you. Anyway. Yeah, so I never really grew up with that. So I never really believed in the whole love thing or trusting people or talking to people. It was always, I will stick to myself and I will survive. And that's basically what I did to survive. I stayed by myself. I didn't talk to anyone. I had very few friends, and there were points where I didn't have any friends, and I've gone through depression, and a lot of stuff that I've realized is you do need those people. I will be the first to admit it. Even though we are broken up, I still need to admit it. Adam, guess what? I more than cared about you. I may have actually loved you. There, I said it, the 4-letter word that is fucking taboo. I don't give a shit. I may have actually loved you. Yes, we are broken up. But that doesn't mean I still wouldn't like a friendship. Because I think as of right now, the love has kind of transitioned into something else. I don't know. It's hard to explain, really. Anyway, so you have to have those people in your life that you love. One other thing I've realized is, even if a relationship wasn't really good for you, that doesn't mean you can't still love that person. Even if you're broken up. Not saying that I had a bad relationship, but I know a lot of people who have had past horrible relationships, and they still love that person, and that's understandable. You can't go through that much without still caring for someone, even years later. But you have to realize that, yes, you may have loved them, but that wasn't necessarily the best. Yes, you learned stuff from them. Yes, you did have your good times, but you have to realize that the negative outweighed the good. And you also have to be in a relationship where the person makes you happy. My last one, yes, even though I dealt with depression, he still made me happy, when he was around. So that was a good thing. But you have to realize, you have to realize that not everyone is good for you, and that even though you love a person, you still have to get over the facts and move on and learn from it and deal with it. You can't just hide yourself in a corner for a few months and then be like, okay, I'm perfectly fine. No. And you can't you have to do more than just writing it down in a journal and eventually burning it or anything like that. Yes, it may help for the time being, but you still need to work to get yourself to where you want to be. Which also brings me to my next thing. If you do get in a relationship with someone, whether it's a relationship or friendship, love them for them. You can't change a person. And I'll give you an example quickly, and then I'll move on to my next part. Dose. Multiple languages. In one of my past relationships, I dated a guy who used to be an addict before I met him. And then he was clean and got over that. And then in college, he became an alcoholic. And when I was dating him, I realized that, yes, he did have a problem, but that's his problem. It's not going to change unless he wants it to change. And I was fine with that. I'm like, okay, well, you're living your life. So long as you're not hurting anyone, go for it. Live your life. I can't change you. And even if I did change you, it wouldn't stick around. Which is exactly what my friend realized. She tried to get him to stop drinking, and it lasted less than a week. You can't change people. You like them for them, or you get the fuck out. It's that simple. Yeah. It's that simple. If you can't be with someone because you have an idea of who they are going to be or who you want them to be. No. You are with someone because you like who they are at this current time period, and from what you've discerned, you will like them for who they want to be. You can't change them, and you can't change yourself either. Don't change yourself for anyone else, because if you can't change them, why should they change you? Simple as that. And in my next one, I will get to part uno dos. So recap for this one. Love is real. Adam, I may have loved you. Yeah. Sorry, just personal shit. And don't change people and don't change yourself. And then in the next one, I will get to other stuff. Different certain realizations. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Bye.